Welcome to Lovington Wildcat football. Currently in a lightning delay here at Wildcat Stadium before the home opener. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Dawn Morgan. Abigail Schaus will be running the camera tonight. So everybody is evacuated from the stadium. As long as there is a lightning strike within 10 miles of the facility, we are not allowed to play. There's nobody allowed to be in the stands. The teams are not allowed to even be out warming up. So we are right now under a 30-minute lightning delay, and every time we continue to get another lightning strike, that lightning delay will continue. So currently under a lightning delay here at Wildcat Stadium. Please stand by. We will have the game for you coming up as soon as they tell us we can. Wildcat Football, Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com. Welcome back to the Lovington Sports YouTube channel at HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle, high above Brian Urlacher Field at Wildcat Stadium, getting ready for the home opener tonight on a stormy Friday night here in Lee County. So still under a lightning delay, although it looks like the weather may be moving out. The rule is anytime there is a lightning strike or lightning detected within 10 miles of the stadium, we automatically go to a 30-minute delay. So there was one just about 5 minutes ago. They have put the 1 hour, the 60-minute clock up to run. We are hopeful that we will be starting this game at 8 p.m. So hopefully going to wind up being just a 1 hour delay tonight for weather. Of course, we will keep an eye and an ear on things right here, but right now, tentatively, pending no more lightning strikes in the next 55 minutes, basically. Hopefully we will get this one on and get it in time tonight. So 4 games tonight. We've been informed that the Eunice and Estancia game from in Estancia tonight up in northern New Mexico, that game has also been delayed by weather tonight. Jal and Hobbs, of course, no weather at all. They're playing and they are just fine. And we will have, of course, Tatum tomorrow, weather permitting, both for the game and for Rama to get there on the Tatum Sports YouTube channel tomorrow. But we are still in the middle of a lightning delay here at Wildcat Stadium before the home opener against the Portales Rams. Just keep it here on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. We will have the latest for you, and hopefully coming up in about 45 minutes, your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show and a little Friday night football.
Vital.
Go, Fly.
Guidance.
Guidance, go.
Inco.
Go.
Network.
Go.
Capcom.
We're go, Fly.
Launch control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.
It's time for Lovington Wildcat Football. Lovington Wildcat Football is on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
You can feel it in the air, like lightning on the edge of the night. You can feel it everywhere, but the party time all over tonight. Friday night's a great night for football. Captain is Stallions ready to do it. Friday night's a great night for football. Sit back and relax and let's get down to it. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. We got a great night of football tonight. In this prime time jungle, every poundle is a rumble. Every seat's the 50-yard line. Guaranteed to have a good time. Wow.
Wildcat Football is brought to you by Stone Oilfield Service, Bob's Thriftway, Battle Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, First American Bank of Lovington, and Lovington Schools. Lovington Football is also presented by Man Welding, VMB Rentals and Services, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, and Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Friday night's a great night for football. The Cats and the Stallions are ready to do it. Friday night's a great night for football. Sit back and relax and let's get down to it. It's gonna be a
Now, let's head to the stadium for the Stone Oilfield pregame show with Don Morgan and the voice of the Cats, TJ Miracle. Lovington Wildcat Football is on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
And welcome to a soggy Wildcat Stadium as we get ready for Game 2 of this 2025 football season. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan, fieldside, Abigail Schau shadowing and running the camera tonight. Thanks so much for being with the Stone Oilfield Services pregame show. Stone Oilfield Services, W.H. Stone and the whole Stone family. Good folks to know if you need anything out in the patch, and great folks when it comes to supporting the kids of Lee County, especially these Lovington Wildcats. So two teams here, Don, that come into this one at 0-1 and looking for their first win of the season and a little bit of redemption after, and I think both Coach Ramirez and Coach Bailey, I think they both say they kind of laid an egg last week.
They did, but you know, that was the first game of the season, and it was the first game for this new team. And I say new team because every year you have some returning players, yes, but with new players, with players stepping up into positions and starting when they haven't before, it becomes a new ball game, so to speak. And they really have to be tested and tried a bit and wait for that chemistry to really gel. And I think that a lot of good things happened despite the loss last Friday in Hobbs, TJ.
Well, they did. And, you look at the positives, and, anytime you lose 41-13, you're going to go, well, there probably wasn't a lot of positives. Well, there actually was quite a few there, as you had Zach Diaz emerging in the number one RB role. Even though he didn't get a touchdown in that game, he still rushed for 96 yards. He really started finding something in that second half, especially finished up with 20 carries for 96 yards. Very, very impressive there. And Joaquin Vasquez stepping up on the wide receiver core, 3 catches, 38 yards, but one of those was a 20-yard touchdown bomb that got Lovington on the board and at least temporarily back in that game.
Yeah, it was definitely a case of a much closer game than it ended up being on the scoreboard. Lovington really fought through, especially that first half, did a good job of holding the Eagles down somewhat. And then in that second half, again, even though Hobbs started putting some distance between themselves and the Wildcats on the board, a lot of the Wildcat players like Diaz stepped it up, and pretty impressive for his first game as a starting quarterback. Mr. Allen came through pretty well as well.
Well, he did. He finished up that game 14 of 25 for 172 yards with 2 touchdowns. So not a terrible debut at all. He did throw the 1 interception, but you kind of would expect that. It was, I think, a little miscommunication between the receiving core and Allen, and some of that's just going to come with younger receivers, new receivers, and a new quarterback. So look, I'm thinking for improvement here tonight greatly. They've had a week to work on it. They've had their first game. They've got that under the belt. Now they are looking forward to the Portales Rams. Portales 0-1 on the season, 2 under longtime head coach Jaime Ramirez. They got slaughtered by Goddard last week, 41-6. Interesting to note, though, their starting quarterback is named Kingston Lee. He is a freshman. If this was college, we would say he's a true freshman, but
right.
You don't have that so much in football. But, yeah, he is a freshman. His father is actually the head coach at Eastern, and so he's getting his first start and kind of being tried under fire for that young man. Their star running back, Slade Segovia, I think he got about 50, 60 yards last week, and he's only a sophomore. So a young Portales team that's also going to be looking to improve over what they did 1 week ago.
Yeah, young, but it sounds like they are talented, and just like Lovington, some of the younger players stepping in, they're talented, and we expect that both of these teams are going to be looking to get a little more experience under their belts in this second game, but they don't have very much time to really practice on it, during games, so to speak, because the district season is so long.
And we are doing a moment of silence and then the national anthem, so we'll take a timeout, come back, and continue the Stone Oilfield Services pregame show right here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
And welcome back to Wildcat Football here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and on HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan patrolling field side, Abigail Schaus shadowing and running our camera tonight. So as we continue through the Stone Oilfield Services pregame show, everything's just a little bit off tonight because of the
Right.
hour and 15-minute lightning delay that we had to go, and I during our my horribly overproduced intro, Bill Warrens does say there's lightning in the air. Well, that's
As long as it doesn't get too close, we're still good with that.
Yeah,
And-
there's lightning around, but it's not within 10 miles of the stadium.
And I have been sitting here looking at a lot of that still off to the northeast. That storm is that's the direction all that storm moved across Lovington and toward, and so we're still seeing a lot of lightning, luckily at a distance of more than 10 miles, so it's not affecting us. And by the way, speaking of affecting us, I did walk in on the and kind of tested the turf on the infield on the end zone, and really, I think it's not a problem at all. Of course, it is artificial turf. It's meant to withstand, to absorb,
And it
some of
drains
that water.
very
And
well.
yes, it drains. It doesn't really absorb as much as it drains. It's tilted. It's engineered to drain off, toward the sidelines. And even the sidelines are not that mushy. So
it would have been Lake Lovington, as even as
Yeah, it used
about
to be.
10 years ago.
Right,
So,
yeah.
couple of score updates coming in from other Lee County games tonight. Down in South Lee County, the Santa Rosa Lions right now all over the Jowl Panthers, 24-8. Jowl Sports YouTube. Jowl, the number 4 team in Class 2A. Santa Rosa, though, number 1. And looks like they're slugging it out there. Bit of a shocker going on in Estancia right now. That game was also under a weather delay earlier. Estancia, late in the first half, is leading Eunice by a score of 14-8. So a couple of score updates. Let me see if I can find a Hobbs score.
Still quite a bit of football left to play in those games. Also, we might mention, TJ, that we talked with superintendent, with athletic director, with Murad, Coach Murad, earlier as we walked in, and and he was mentioning some things about the game and talking about the lightning delays and so forth, but.
And we do have a score update late in the first half in Artesia. It is Artesia 23, Hobbs 21.
Oh, wow.
So pretty good game going on over at the Bulldog Bowl, too. And if you're thinking, well, why aren't you talking about Tatum? Well, it's because Tatum's playing tomorrow.
Right.
Have that game scheduled for 11 a.m. Again, beautiful night for football as we get ready to kick this one off. Again, this is your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show. Go ahead, Dawn.
I was talking about Coach Murad, and he said it looks like that both teams have said it doesn't matter, even if some weather were to come back around and delay things. That both of the teams, especially our visiting team, Portales, had said they're in it for the long haul. That they could stay and play and finish it tonight. As long as we could get it started, then everybody is on board with getting it done tonight, and that's good news. And let's hope that Mother Nature is in on that as well.
Let's hope she cooperates. 73 degrees as we get ready to kick this one off tonight. There is a 40% chance of more rain showers coming back in a little after 9 p.m. according to the weather bug on my phone. So we'll see how much of this one we can get in. The Portales Rams are in the road white unis, red helmets with their suspiciously UNM-like logo on the side, red letters and numbers. For your Cats, they're in the all blue unis, the home blues with the white letters and numbers, the white hats, I should say, with Cats in script in blue on this one. So the teams have about finished warming up, so we will go ahead and wrap up this edition of your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show from Stone Oilfield Services right here in Lovington. W.H. Stone and the whole Stone family. Great folks to know you need anything out in the patch. Stone Oilfield will take care of you. Of course, Stone Oilfield Services, great supporters of all Lovington Wildcat and Lady Cat athletics. So the Cats are going back behind Big Cat, getting ready to break through. Yeah, Dawn?
We also know from talking with Murad that the teams already flipped. They had the coin toss early during all the lightning delays, and he did not know who actually won that toss. And so
whoever won it, we won it.
That's right.
So whether if we're kicking off, we decided to receive, or we deferred. If we are getting it, we decided to kick off. So the Cats are out on the field, and we'll be back with the kickoff of this one. It's the Wildcats and the Rams, a rivalry Friday night. From here on the blue turf of Wildcat Stadium, Wildcat football returns in a moment.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
It's a Friday night under the lights, and a rivalry Friday night it is, as the Lovington Wildcats and the Portales Rams getting ready to hit the gridiron tonight to renew one of the great rivalries in New Mexico, the Cats and the Rams. Getting ready for a Friday night. High above Brian Urlacher Field at Wildcat Stadium, I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan patrolling fieldside. Abigail Schaus running the camera and shadowing tonight, as I think we forgot the national anthem. So we're going to do the national anthem, then we'll come back, and then I promise we'll kick this one off. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve. It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Back here at Wildcat Stadium, getting ready for the kickoff of this rivalry Friday night between the Lovington Wildcats and the Portales Rams. The Big Blue Band doing a nice job, as always, with their rendition of the national anthem. So ready to go in this one. It looks like Portales will be moving from the right to the left, and Lovington from the left to the right. So Portales will be going towards the north end zone here in the first half. Lovington towards the south end zone. And Lovington, I'm going to say, won the toss and elected to receive. We're going to go with that, even if that's not exactly how it all worked out, Dawn Morgan.
I doubt that. Coach Bailey has been he's pretty consistent about wanting to defer and receive.
Yeah,
so
I would be willing to bet Portales probably won the toss and deferred. So
that's what I'm going to say.
Well, that's all right. You get the offense out there first and give them their first shot at it. Back deep to receive, you've got a couple of Wildcats back there, including Pedro Munoz, the sophomore wide out and defensive back. So getting ready to kick this one away, and here we go, a little Friday night football. It'll be a low line drive kick, be fielded at the 20 by one of the upmen, bringing it up to the 25 to the 30, getting the seam across the 35 to the 40, and a huge return before a big saving tackle for Donovan Lucetto. Jaden Gutierrez turned on the Jets, and the Cats have got good field position to start things off as junior quarterback Dustin Allen will lead the Cats out to the field. They'll mark it on the near side hash mark. Good crowd on hand despite the over 1 hour weather delay tonight. Few folks making the trip and braving it up from Portales. But glad to have them watching too. So Lovington will start out in a 3-receiver set. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Back in the backfield is Diaz. Low snap, handled as Diaz going to sweep it out wide to the left. Gets to the line of scrimmage, looking for a little room, and is going to be out to the 44-yard line before chasing him down on that far sideline was Clayt Hamilton. It'll be a pickup of, call it about 3 for Diaz, and it'll be a 2nd down and 7 for the Wildcats. Kind of strung that one out a little bit.
Yeah, kind of went really far to the left. Went about 30 yards to be able to pick up 3, but we'll take it. Forward progress.
Hey, yep, if 3 yards in a cloud of dust football will work. So it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Wildcats, just underway in this lightning delayed affair. Going to bunch him up tight on the left, single receiver by himself down to the right. Allen going to change the play at the line. Now he's going to shift everybody in tight on the right side. Good snap. Justin rolls to the right side, and that's a direct snap actually this time. And nope, that is Allen, and he's going to trip across the 50 down to the 47-yard line inside Portales territory. And so that'll be a pickup of 9 on the keeper and move the chains. 1st down, Wildcats.
Yeah, from the snap you could tell it was a design quarterback keeper, and he made a nice run. He got some good blocks right there as well. He got blocks right off the bat from Alex Rivera and from 77 Damon Leva.
Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Tight end in the ball game is Reeves on the right side. He'll shift over to the left, hand it off to Diaz. He'll sweep it out to the left, is hit in the backfield, and he's going to be dropped. He's going to lose 3 yards. Couple of Rams had that read well as Draven Miller comes in and pops him hard. Pardon me, that was Andre Alvarado. It'll be a 2-yard loss that time for Diaz, and it'll be 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, Luis Mesa, 84, was in on that stop and that drop with number 34 as well, with Clayton Hamilton.
So on a 2nd down and 12 now for the Wildcats. 2 minutes gone here in the first. Cats opening possession of the ball game. Allen tries the hard count. Portales jumped, and member of the line, that was Big 58. Andre Alvarado knows that he jumped, and that's going to get Lovington a free 5 on it, and so that'll make it a much more manageable 2nd down and 7. First penalty of the ball game. That was something that haunted the Wildcats last week, though, was way too many penalties. Yeah. They had, 10 penalties for 100 yards a week ago.
And luckily, though, Hobbs was also
almost
committing
as bad,
committing a lot of penalties that offset that.
Twins to the left, twins to the right. Diaz on the right shoulder of Allen. Low snap. Allen handles it, rolls right, looks downfield, fires across the middle, has a man into the hands of Gutierrez at the 15 to the 10, takes it to the near side, cuts it back in, gets inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line and move the chains. 1st down, Wildcats.
Yeah, and if it weren't for a good tackle with a good by Joseph Kelta, or Keita, number 10 put the drop on him. Otherwise, he would have been dancing in the end zone.
38 yards from Allen to Gutierrez, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Wildcats from the Ram 8-yard line. Gutierrez got behind and through the secondary, and a good throw from Allen. Split a single receiver out wide to the left. Low snap, handled it. Hands it off to Diaz. He is hit at the line, but spun forward, is going to be down to the 5-yard line. Pick up a 3 for Diaz, doing the tough running on the inside before Hamilton knocked him down.
Yeah, Hamilton tripped him up.
So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 4.5-yard line. 8:56 to go, opening drive of this lightning delayed game. There's still a lot of lightning popping around to our east and both south and northeast of us. Stay more than 10 miles away from the stadium, please. So on a 2nd and goal from the 4, hand it off. Diaz goes left side this time, cuts it back up the middle into the end zone. 6 on the board, touchdown Wildcats. Zach Diaz bangs it home, and the Cats take their opening drive of rivalry Friday night against Portales to the house and will score the Wildcat touchdown.
Like a knife through butter right there. And
good blocking up front, opened up the holes and let him come through.
Clayton Hamilton was just a little too late to the party to be able to stop him.
Aranda on to attempt the extra point with 8:35 to go here in the first. Wildcats leading 6-0. Come out of the hold of Elijah Rivero. Snap is low, but the kick is up, and Aranda bangs it home. And the Wildcats take the early 7-0 lead. 8:35 to go in the first. We'll be back. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Zach Diaz cashes it in for the Wildcats on a 4-yard counter across the middle and into the end zone. The point after by Aranda is good, and the Wildcats strike first against the Rams, leading this one 7-0. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. I'm TJ Miracle, Dawn Morgan patrolling field side. Abigail Schaus running the camera and shadowing tonight. So Aranda will tee it up at the 40, and he will boot it away as Portales going to look to answer back. Cat's going to look to keep that from happening as Caleb will boot it away. It's a high end-over-ender that'll go all the way through the back of the end zone. So bring Portales out to the 20, and the Rams will have an 80-yard field to work with their opening possession.
Man, Caleb's foot looking hot tonight. We may need that, continuing through the game. That's good to know.
Well, it certainly is, and at least kicking that way. There is not much wind tonight, but
well, now that the storms have gone, not much of a breeze. It is very still down here. And it was cool earlier, but without the wind, it's really a nice night.
Freshman quarterback Kingston Lee will lead his Rams squad out. He's got Slade Segovia in the backfield with him. Going to run a 4-receiver set. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Now they'll put a man in motion and go to almost a wishbone look as they'll hand that to Segovia, and the turf monster gets him right about the same time that Joaquin Vasquez gets to him. It'll be a loss of 3 on the opening play of the ball game, and Portales moving backwards, 2nd down and 13.
Joaquin Vasquez had a nice game against Hobbs last Friday, and it's nice to see him working so well early on in this game. This, again, some of these players stepping up, and they're really going to be called on this season.
Portales ranked number 4 in Class 4A. Lovington right now 3 in 5A, but it doesn't matter when you get these two squads together. Lee waits on the snap, gets it, hands it off. Nope, he'll keep it himself, and he is going to be met in the middle and driven backwards. Hello, number 59, Alex Rivera, comes through on the design quarterback run and knocks him back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard loss, and now it'll be 3rd down and 16 for this Rams squad.
Also helping clean him up was Mia Bustillos, number 0.
So Bustillos coming over from the linebacking position and knocking him backwards. So now it'll be 3rd down and 16-17. Ball spotted at the 14, so that's 16 yards. So, yep, there we go. They fixed it on the board. 3rd down and 16. Stack up 3 to the right, single receiver to the left. Lee rolls to the right, looking under pressure, fires across his body and in and out of the hands of his intended target on the far side. That was Antonio Bonilla. So incomplete, and that'll make it a 4th down and 16. It'll be punt time now for the Rams, you got to think.
Yeah, and nice coverage there by Chris Casares on him. Casares is going to come off the field. I didn't see who ran on, but he came off after nice work.
Jaden Gutierrez will go back deep to receive near midfield. Looks like they are going to bring number 34. That's Clayton Hamilton on to do the punting duties. He'll have his heels right at his own goal line. It's a good snap as Hamilton will get to it. It's a high end-over-ender into the night sky. Gutierrez fields it at the 50, takes it across the 45 to the 40, and then is hit and swamped, and we've got flags flying everywhere.
Yep.
But that was Hugo Tostado. That's a great football name, by the way, who hits him. We've got a flag on the play. Pretty good return, but I think we may have a face mask coming. So we may get another 15 tacked onto this.
Yeah, it was immediate. As soon as he was hit, he was kind of swarmed by 2 or 3 Portales players.
You could have a hold on the return, but that looked like a face mask from up here. And, they're pointing against Lovington.
Whoa.
So
no.
They're going to call face mask on Lovington? I'm not sure I've ever seen an offensive return face mask before.
Right.
All right, then.
And so they're going to move that one all the way back to midfield. It was a 15-yard return that turns into a 15-yard penalty. And so Lovington will have it 1st down and 10 from the Ram 49-yard line. 7:07 to go here in the first. Wildcats leading this one by a score of 7-0. Actually, I think he meant hold, not face mask.
Okay.
He just the way he signaled it. Low snap, Allen, nobody home. He's going to have to keep it himself.
Yeah.
He stretches it out to the right side, and he's just going to wind up running out of his own sideline. Giving pursuit there was Thompson Salgado. He's going to turn a almost busted play into a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Cats.
Lucky he's got a lot of quickness. He turned on the jets. He saw right away there was no chance to turn
There's been a little
upfield.
problem tonight in the first series, a lot of low snaps. So something to be aware of out there, just to keeping an eye on it.
He scooped it off the turf really quickly and made a good recovery.
But
so
timing critical there, because Diaz was already like, I'm already supposed to have the ball, and he was already banging into the line. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Fake the handoff, though, the little bubble screen, and that one was right into the hands of Kingston Lee, but he drops it. The intended target, Elijah Rivero, and I think a little miscommunication there. It'll be incomplete, and now it'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Wildcats. The Cats getting a break right there, because really he tossed that one right to Lee.
he did, and it was a bullet. Boy, you could hear it hit Lee, actually, as, he wasn't really ready for it, which is a good thing. But otherwise, he probably would have caught it and kept it and intercepted it. But at least no harm. They've got another down to work with, but they've got to get out of the hole.
Twins left, twins to the right on 3rd down and 8. You've got to think passing down for the Wildcats. Portales shows blitz. Good snap this time with it. Back, firing. Allen, right side. Gutierrez wide over the 20, 15, 10. Put it in the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. 47 yards to a wide open Jaden Gutierrez. And the Cats line picks up the blitz. Allen steps up in the pocket and finds a wide open Jaden Gutierrez.
Nice,
really
nice.
looking
It
for
was a
blood
beautiful
tonight.
throw. It was right on target, and it was beautifully thrown and looking right over it. It was textbook, as Gutierrez was looking just right over his shoulder, caught it right in the breadbasket, and ran it right in. Yeah, Portales had some coverage downfield, but not close enough to catch him.
Nope, not at all. And a good job again by the line to pick up the blitz to give Allen time to find Gutierrez all by himself. Cat's going to go into the Wildcat. They're going to snap it to Rivero. He'll take it in for the 2-point conversion. Gets upended and goes top over bottom into the end zone on the tee in Wildcats, but the Cats convert the 2-point conversion and lead this one early, 15-0. We're back in a minute. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
It's a 47-yard strike from Justin Allen to Jaden Gutierrez, and then a 2-point conversion by Elijah Rivero. And we're not even halfway through this first quarter yet, and the Cats leading by a score of 15-0. I'm TJ Miracle, high above Wildcat Stadium. Dawn Morgan patrolling Brian Urlacher Field. Abigail Schaus in the booth tonight running the camera and shadowing as well, as Caleb Aranda will tee it up, and something tells me we're probably going to see this one head through the back of the end zone once again, as Caleb will run up on it and he will bang this one. It's a high end-over-ender, and into the end zone and out the back. And so Portales going to be looking for their first positive plays of the night. Dawn, what's the feeling down on the sideline right now?
Yeah, jubilant, really jubilant, as, the coaches, are making sure that these guys keep it in perspective, though. They're giving pats and kudos all the way around, good jobs, low fives, but they're also keeping it real, saying, we got a lot of game to play, and you've still got to execute. And they're still, coaches, they'll still find holes, and they'll still find things that can be improved even on the best of plays.
Lee from the shotgun, single back in the backfield with him is Segovia. Good snap. They'll toss it to Segovia, trying the right side. Cuts it back, gets through the first level, and finally going to be stopped as he crosses the 25 out to the 27-yard line. Kyler Reeves coming in and making the stop, but it'll be a 7-yard gain for Segovia. That was a problem last week, stopping the run. You cannot arm tackle at this level. And so the Wildcats giving up almost 400 rushing yards last week.
That was good technique on that stop. He wrapped his arms around him and slung him down.
Problem is he got 7 yards and broke through 3 or 4 arm tackles first. And so that will be Lee with it, keeping it himself and just lowering his shoulder and banging it across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Pick up a 4 for the freshman quarterback, and that'll be the first Portales first down of the ball game. Lee is listed at 6'1", 165. And not afraid to throw that 165 he's got around a little bit.
And just referencing my earlier comment about the coaches saying, okay, yeah, it's good to celebrate, but you've got to get in there and really pay attention, stop these guys.
Yes, you do. As we hit the halfway mark of the first quarter, Portales going to put 3 on the left side, single receiver to the right. Segovia in the backfield with Lee. Lovington stacks 3 men across the front. Lee rolls near side, pressure coming, going to have to take it, and he will toss it into the Lovington bench as he goes out of bounds and just kind of shot puts it over. He was under intense pressure running through there with Sterling White, number 53, giving chase, as was 78 Kevin Reyes Padilla. So it'll be officially be an incomplete pass, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 now for the Rams.
Initially, there was pretty good pass. There was pretty good coverage, allowing some time for the quarterback, but that broke down pretty quickly as Lovington D coming through and swarming.
From the 31-yard line on the near side hash mark. They're going to stack 3 again on the right side. They like this formation. Single receiver to the left as they will pitch it. And big hole up the middle. Segovia with some room. He's across the 45 to the 50. It's a foot race to the 40, to the 30, 15, 10, 5. And it'll be Portales all the way to the house. 69 yards. Slade Segovia will, just like that, get Portales back in the ball game as, again, the Lovington run defense lets them down. And another big play results, this time in a Portales touchdown.
When he made that big cut to the left, he saw daylight. He saw the hole that was opened up, and by the time Lovington realized what was going on, they didn't have the speed to catch him.
Declan Martin on to attempt the extra point, the freshman place kicker, also backup quarterback. He will boot that one. It's a line drive, and nope, goes wide to the left. So 5.5 minutes to go here in the first. It is Lovington 15, Portales 6. Wildcat football continues in a moment.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
It is a 69-yard touchdown romp from Slade Segovia to the house and gets the Rams on the board. The point after is no good, but the Rams have come to play football on a Friday night here in Lovington. So now can the Cats respond? And really, you know, I've been praising the Lovington line. You got to give a little tip of the hat there to the Portales line because they opened that initial hole, and then Lovington just didn't have anybody in the secondary or from the linebacking core that could pick him up.
And credit where credit's due. It was a nice run.
The kick is up and away there from Hamilton, and that one's just going to be falling on at the 27-yard line. Kind of a knuckleball there. Carter Moore getting that one, and so this will be the longest field of the night that Lovington has to deal with so far, leading at 15-6, 5.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter of a lightning delayed contest.
It is the kind of game start that Coach Bailey, I think, would be happy with and proud of. He's talked about Lovington being Lovington. They're not happy to be patient and hang on to the ball. They want to get in. They feed on explosive plays and making it happen.
So they'll go in a 4-receiver set and hand it off. Diaz, little stutter step, comes near side. He's crossed 30, 35, and then out to the 39-yard line before he gets leveled by Slade Segovia. But he still picks up 10 yards on the play, and it'll move the chains. First down, Wildcats. Their second of the ball game.
That was a savage hit, though, just straight from the.
And we've got a personal foul on Lovington on sportsmanlike conduct after the play, and so it'll come from after the play. Lovington's been flagged for their second penalty of the ball game. 2 penalties, 25 yards. Personal foul on the Wildcats. You got to keep an eye on that because you just cost your team a first down. They'll reset the gate at first down, but now it's first down and 15 for Lovington.
You know, and even though it may have been a little anger over how hard that hit was, it was a clean hit. And you just gotta zip it up and put that aggravation and energy into your play.
Bunching everybody tight on the left side, single receiver to the right. Portales with 4 men across the front. They stack everybody else up in the linebacking core. And movement on the line is trying to time that jump there was Javier Jones. And we're going to have a false start on Lovington. Ouch, back-to-back penalties now. And so you've got 3 penalties now for 30 yards on the Wildcats, and it goes from being first down to being 1st and 15 after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty to now 1st and 20 after the false start.
Yeah, and they're deep into their own, into their own territory.
Back inside their own 20 now at the 18-yard line. Is not quite first and Hobbs, but it's getting there. Better snap this time. Hand it to Diaz. Good block up front and just holding on to the shirt and dragging him along. Trip Hamilton. But it'll be Diaz dragging him with him across the 20 out to the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4 for Zach, and it'll be second down and around 16.
Lovington is really, talk about needing explosive plays. They've got a big hole to dig themselves out of here, and not too many downs left to do it in. So looking for
4.5 minutes remaining here in the first. Twins left, Twins to the right. Diaz shifts over to the right shoulder. Low snap, and it's bounced. Allen gets it, has it, fires it, going into the middle, and batted away at the last second by Aiden Rodriguez as Gutierrez and Rodriguez fighting for that one.
Yeah,
a couple of the Wildcats asking for the flag, not going to get it. Was pretty clean coverage, I think, incomplete.
It was. Joseph Cada was in there, and so was Jacoby Bamforth as well in on that coverage, just not quite as close in.
So now it'll be 3rd down and 16. You don't have a whole lot in the book for 3rd and 16, but I'm sure Coach Bailey will draw something up in the turf down there. Twins left, Twins right. Good snap this time. Allen with it. Good protection. Fires it underneath, and a little miscommunication is trying to curl back to come back and get that one was Alex Kame.
No,
and
Kame.
It's Kame, okay.
Yeah.
And so that'll be incomplete. It'll be 4th and 16, and it'll be punt time for the Wildcats as the penalties sputter out the offense.
Got to make sure that you're making smart plays and that you're not letting your emotions get the best of you, because you're going to cause more things to happen.
As Arando on to do the punting duties for tonight. So Caleb waits the snap. Couple of Rams back deep. Caleb gets the big boot in it, high and over-ender, going to be fielded at the 45, to the 50, to the 45, out of a tackle. That's Segovia once again. He is due all for the Rams, about a 15-yard return. He'll take it to the Lovington 40, and that's where the Rams will take it over.
They may spot it at the 39. That's where they left it off. Let's see what the ref does with it.
So, yep, it will be at the 39. Best field position of the night for the Rams, trailing this one by 9 points. 15-6 our score. 4:03 remaining here in the first quarter. So the freshman Lee back out there. It'll be an empty set in the backfield. He'll put trips to the right and Twins to the left. Send a man in motion. Hand it off to that motion man, and down and nowhere to go at all. That was Jacoby Bamforth, and Bamforth got bammed back at the 45. 6-yard loss on the attempted wide receiver end around.
By Joaquin Vasquez. Man, he just came along, and it was nice because he reached out. He could have easily clotheslined him or horse-collared him, but he didn't. He made a good, clean stop.
So Portales moves backwards, and now it'll be a 2nd down and 16 for the Rams. They'll put Segovia back in the backfield. Lovington with 3 men across the front. Trips to the right side for Portales. Lovington shows blitz. Now backs out of it. Is Lee changing the play at the line? Waits for it, gets it, hands it to Segovia, starts it right, comes back left, and then gets taken down, and we're going to have a face mask on that one. As reaching out, yep, somebody needs to tell Chris Casadas you can't use the face mask as a handle there. It'll be a pickup of 1 for Segovia, but they're going to tack 15 onto the end of it, I've got a feeling.
Yep, here we go. They're walking it off now.
And it will be face mask on the Wildcats. Another penalty there. 4th penalty for 45 yards against Lovington, and it'll be a Portales first down because that comes from the end of the run.
And the penalties, really affected Lovington last week. We mentioned it was lucky for them that Hobbs was also committing a lot of, they were also catching a lot of penalties as well. And Hobbs even had a player ejected from the game before halftime.
So from the Wildcat 29-yard line, trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Lovington shows blitz once again. Going as Lee, rolls to the right, looking, chased, hit as he throws, and that one will go somewhere over towards the practice field over there.
City.
Incomplete, yeah. Denver City Plains territory over there.
Yeah, that was nice work by junior Jaden Garcia and Kyler Reeves.
2:49 remaining here in the first after the incompletion. And we've got another lightning delay.
More lightning.
So we are now in another lightning delay with 2 minutes and 49 seconds to go in the first as the lightning has returned. So, all right, I guess we will return hopefully in about a half hour. Let's go ahead while Dawn clears the field. Let me go ahead and take a quick look now at our at our weather radar here. So if I can get it to pull up, because of course there it goes. So yeah, we do have storms all through the area, and this one getting just close enough. It looks like we do have another line of storms forming to the north of us up around Tatum, but we've got some clouds about halfway between Lovington and Tatum, and I'm guessing that's probably where we are getting the lightning delay from. So all right, well, we're on a 30-minute lightning delay as they clear the stands. We will be back and hopefully continue this one. Both teams have said they want to play. So Wildcat football back after another lightning delay on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Lovington Wildcat football from Wildcat Stadium. We are currently with 2 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and a lightning delay, which started almost an hour ago now, is continuing. We were hopeful when we got the initial strike that we would probably be back to playing football right now, but the storm that originally had gone to the north and east of us has decided to kind of expand out and come back this way, and there's another cell coming up almost like the Artesia Highway that looks like we're going to get it too. So we have been told we're going to get as much of this one in tonight as we can, so just keep it right here and we will keep updating you. Wildcats leading the Rams 15-6. Wildcat football, Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com. And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat football, as we have just gotten the word that this game has officially been postponed. So after nearly 2 hours of waiting, they finally postponed this game. It will resume tomorrow at 2 p.m. Of course, still weather permitting. So 2 p.m. tomorrow, we will be right back here, and we will try it again. So until tomorrow, my friends, this has been Lovington Wildcat football on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. See you tomorrow afternoon.